In today's video, I'm continuing the 21-day challenge, and I'm going into listening to your guidance and playing with intuitive movement and becoming aware and really listening to that internal knowledge within us. So day 19 of the 21-day challenge for empaths and highly sensitives. And I want to go into exploring using intuitive movement, but also listening to your guidance. So when I talk about intuitive movement, what I mean by this is turning on a piece of music and then just letting your body move, letting it be the movement, letting it do the movement, rather than having you kind of go, oh, I need to move my arm here, I need to shift this, I need to, it's not a actual set of steps. It's just letting your body move and letting it do the movement rather than the thoughts of doing the movement. And that is starting to listen to and letting your body move and letting your body be the one that you're just kind of following along with and flowing along with. And I love doing this kind of movement, especially if I'm in a certain kind of emotion or feeling and I need to process it, because the body will help process it without all these thinking thoughts around it and just let it move it through me, basically. So I do love doing that, which over on the Patreon page, you'll see the link in the dialog box below. I do this often with the Patreon where whatever the theme is for the week, we then explore and go in with a movement and let the body move that feeling for us. So again, you can check that out with the link in the dialog box below. But continuing with this intuitive movement, the reason I bring it up is to become aware and connect with your intuition, with that inner voice, with that language of the body, with what it is telling you. And I was thinking about it recently with listening to guidance. Like, are you listening to guidance on your path in life? And often it's like, oh, I'm choosing, I want this, I'm interested in doing this, and that's what I'm going after. But there is also these internal voices that speak through us. And if we're listening, we can go, oh, this is what I really want in life. And for example, I would work for years at one place and then I would decide, well, I could work somewhere else or I could work overseas, and I would many times have a choice of, do I want to stay with the work I'm doing or do I want to make this move? And I would make a list, and make a list of these pros and cons and what is it that I want. But at the end, even if one outweighed the other for like the pros of like, this is what I really want, I knew in my gut which one really was right. Like, this is the one that's calling to me. This is the one that I really want to pursue and follow. And so then that is what I would end up doing, even if the other one outweighed its list logically. It's like, well, that's actually not what I want to follow in myself. And if I don't follow it, what you'll end up start getting is these feelings of, this isn't right, this isn't really what I want. What I really want is this other thing. And it will come up more and more and just be this feeling of the path that I chose I'm not really satisfied in, or this isn't really the path that I ended up really wanting, because I followed it because the logic said that this is the path I should follow. But really, my gut, my intuition, those things inside of me, the passion inside of me wanted to follow this other path. And so listening to your guidance, it's this internal voice, and it's so subtle. You have to do these little things of like, which one is actually the voice that I need to really settle into and hear. So to bring this back around, the listening to your internal guidance, It's starting to get more connected to yourself and become aware. And that's why I bring up this doing the intuitive movement, because then you're starting to let the body speak, letting it talk to you in a certain way, and you're starting to listen. So that's why, like, today's exercise is just, turning on a piece of music, letting the body move, and you can even do it seated, you could do it laying on the floor, like whatever you want to do. It's just a fun little exercise to let your body move, but then also to notice how it wants to move. And you can do it all by yourself. You can make yourself look stupid if you want, look silly, because it's just for you. It's just to let you do that movement. So have a play with it today and really just start to listen to that voice inside of you and connect with it. And in this way of doing the movement is one way that you can actually start listening to it and building up that trust, building up the trust. The body has probably been trying to communicate with you for a while, and have you fully been listening? So this is one way that you can actually connect with it and be like, oh, I'm just going to let it do the speaking, let it do the movement. So thank you again for joining me today. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. And if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.